let's say theoretically you wanted to drop a ton of bananas down these stairs. The way you would probably go about that in most 3D software is just simulate gravity. You'd have a bunch of bananas up here at the top, and you would just simulate them and they all fall down. But Stager doesn't quite have that yet, but it does have collision. So what you'll do is just drag and drop your model, and I'll move it so you can see it, and I'll individually turn on collision on each of these objects. So I'll go to Object, Collision, and this is the stairs, and I will change from concave to surface. So this is like the object interacted with, and then I go to the banana, turn on collision, and concave is fine. So what I'll do, you'll notice there's like some weirdness of your shapes, like if you have a torus shape, for example, it doesn't like interact with the inside. So it doesn't work in every instance, but for something solid like a banana, that works fine. And so what you'll do is, where normally you could grab the center transform and just kind of like snap it, that's just normal moving, but it doesn't, like, for one, it doesn't clip anymore, but two, you could grab these arrows, and if you just move it, it interacts with the environment, and so you're essentially moving it along that plane, but with the stipulation that it won't intersect, if that makes sense. So yeah, then you could essentially just Control D and duplicate it, move it around somewhere. And then this is like another problem you'll notice in the case where you want a lot of these objects, you'll have to just select all of them and continually duplicate, Control D, move them around, and then try to snap, just because you can't have a bunch of them just fall down on their own. So you got to move them manually. But yeah, that is how you would go about simulating gravity in 3D Stager.